Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome back to Michael in the Morning. Today is Saturday, September 12th, 2020, and this is your second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. In today's video, we're going to go over how White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow came out yesterday and told Fox Business News that he doesn't understand why Democrats didn't support the GOP stimulus plan, saying it could have been a great starting point for helping Americans in need. Then we're going to get into how Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell came out and he explained how the bill they voted on didn't include every idea the GOP wanted, but it was intended to be a round of relief that could garner bipartisan support and that could pass. He said it was intended for it to pass and it was smaller because it was areas they already agreed on. And finally, we're going to go over how Kudlow said he believes Democrats and Republicans should be able to reach a deal as they did in March with the CARES Act very soon. He doesn't know if it's going to happen before the November election, but he explains how it is very possible and what needs to happen in order for this to occur. So make sure to stick around until the end so you can hear what Larry Kudlow said needs to happen for us to see a second stimulus package very soon. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. It's completely free to do so, and it currently says about 50% of you watching are not subscribed to my channel. So if you'd like to stay up to date on stimulus checks, the stock market, and news, well then please be sure to subscribe. Also, don't forget, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. So, White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow told Fox Business News that he doesn't understand why Democrats didn't support the GOP-backed economic stimulus bill, saying it could have been a great starting point for helping Americans in need. Kudlow told reporters outside the White House yesterday that he gave kudos to the unified GOP in the Senate for all voting in favor of a bill that would have helped the economy. The results of the vote were 52 in favor of passing the bill and 47 said no. Every Republican senator except one voted yes. He explained how the bill, which was a slimmed down version of the Republicans' July proposal, was defeated in the Senate by only 8 votes, with every single Democrat voting against it. Kudlow goes on to say that $500 billion would have been a great start, with key areas like small business assistance, back to school money, vaccine money, virus liability restrictions, childcare, and all things like that. He said, how could that be a bad thing to pass money for kids and jobs? You can't just have everything you want in life, he said, but this bill included a lot of aspects that they already agreed on, and it would have helped millions of people. According to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, the bill didn't include, though, every single idea the GOP wanted, and it was intended to be a round of relief that could gain bipartisan support and could pass. He explained that is why they didn't include everything they wanted, because they were trying to make a bill that both Democrats and Republicans already agreed on all the aspects in it. He explained how it included funds for healthcare, schools, unemployment, and more loans for small businesses through the Payment Protection Program. The problem was, he explained, was that Democrats criticized the $500 billion price tag of the bill and claimed that it failed to address the needs of those who need economic help during the virus, and said the amount of aid, the total price tag, was wholly insufficient to help anyone. But Democrats and Republicans have been constantly accusing each other of playing party politics and use that to blame each other for why Americans have not yet received a new stimulus bill pass. Next up is Kudlow said that he believes Democrats and Republicans should be able to compromise on a stimulus plan as they did in March with the CARES Act very soon. He explained how he's just trying to stay on the policy side of this negotiation right now because the things he mentioned are all good things. He said in talks in recent weeks there have been a lot of agreements in certain areas, and there's also been disagreements about the size and the scope of the bill. He goes on to say how, in his opinion, a third of the Democratic package, the $3 trillion bill that they passed, had absolutely nothing to do with the virus, and he doesn't think that's right. He explained how he knows that it's a political move by the Democrats, but there's no reason why they couldn't have agreed to 5 or 6 key things and passed that bill already. He explained how they already agree on certain aspects in the bill, so why not just pass those separately, move on, and then talk about other aspects later on. Ultimately, he said some aspects, like liability restrictions, are really essential. The small business help is really essential, and the kids going back to school is essential as well. So he said he doesn't understand the issue, helping kids and helping get people more jobs, getting people back to work. What's wrong with that? Why couldn't they just pass a bill with those aspects in it? And finally, while many economists consider a round of relief crucial to America's recovery for the pandemic, Larry Kudlow isn't quite on the same page. Yesterday, he spoke and he told chief economic correspondent that the economy can bounce back even if Congress doesn't reach a deal, as long as businesses continue to reopen and put people back to work. He reiterated his position on this yesterday as well and said, I don't think the recovery hinges on this bill, but the reality is that another stimulus package would be extremely helpful. So ultimately, he says he doesn't understand the logic behind not passing a bill. He said it would only help the economy, and he doesn't see why they won't do it. As of right now, though, Larry Kudlow said on Friday that he was unsure whether Congress will pass another stimulus package before the November election. He's still very optimistic about one passing. However, during an interview with Fox Business News, he says, in truth, I don't know if a bill will pass before the election, but negotiations will resume between the two sides if people want to discuss the bill. But ultimately, he doesn't expect anything dramatic in the near term. He explained how there's going to be somewhat of a shift right now after that vote on Thursday, and the shift is going to be towards a continuing resolution bill that will keep the government open, and his suspicion is that's going to be the next order of business in Congress. He says they need to come up with a continuing resolution bill to keep the government from shutting down, and they need to come up with this bill before the end of the month. So he believes that will be the next bill to pass. Anyways, that is just a quick update on the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as of Saturday, September 12th, 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.